Smallville gave us the heart, Man of Steel gave us the edge, Superman Returns tried to give us the nostalgia, but James Gunn's Superman 2025, it might finally be the one that gives us balance. Today, we're diving into a question many longtime fans are asking. Is Superman 2025 the best reboot since Smallville? Let's take a look at how it measures up against everything that came before. Spoiler warning, we'll be discussing scenes, themes, and character details from Superman 2025. If you haven't seen the film yet, come back when you're ready. You've been warned. The problem with rebooting Superman. Rebooting Superman has never been simple. He's arguably the most iconic hero of all time. Yet, paradoxically, also the hardest to modernize without losing his essence. Each attempt wrestles with the same challenge. How do you update a perfect man in an imperfect world? From Brandon Routh's hopeful portrayal to Henry Cavill's morally burdened savior, no version has landed with everyone. Until now, why Smallville still resonates. Smallville was lightning in a bottle. It didn't need capes, it didn't need flights, it just needed Clark Kent growing up. For 10 years, it built a human Superman, slowly and intimately. What made it special wasn't supervillains or spectacle, it was relationships. Jonathan and Martha Kent, Lana Lang, Chloe, Lex. That human focus is what Gunn taps into again. The 2025 shift, what Gunn gets right. James Gunn isn't trying to rewrite Superman, he's restoring him. Instead of a brooding demigod, we get a grounded reporter with a big heart. David Corenswet plays a version of Superman who actually smiles, doubts, and connects, not just punches. The film also rebalances tone. It's not as bleak as Man of Steel, not as wide-eyed as Returns. It finds the middle, so where idealism and realism coexist. Character by character, how the cast stacks up. Let's be Reek down a few key casting choices that really clicked. David Corenswet brings a Christopher Reeve charm with Henry Cavill's physique. It works. Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane is smart, snappy, but emotionally grounded, a highlight. Lex Luthor, as reimagined, is colder and more methodical than Eisenberg's chaotic version, and far more unsettling. The Daily Planet crew adds depth, finally. Jimmy, Perry, they matter again. Each character feels part of a world that lives and breathes, not just props in Clark's story. One of the biggest complaints about past reboots, Superman feels isolated, like he exists in a vacuum. Not anymore. This version builds a living DCU without cramming in cameos. It hints at a wider world, but respects this story first. The tone is surprisingly hopeful without being naive. You feel like Metropolis is a real city again, not just a CG battleground. Legacy versus innovation, the reboot balance. Reboots usually overcorrect. They either play it too safe or try too hard to subvert. Superman 2025 does something rare. It respects legacy while pushing forward. It honors the Smallville vibe without copying it. It nods to Reeves' warmth, but with modern emotional stakes. It borrows the visual scale of Snyder without the existential dread. It knows what made Superman iconic and uses that as a foundation, not a formula. Final thoughts. Is it the best since Smallville? Honestly, yes. Not because it's perfect, but because it finally feels complete. It captures the man behind the cape. It gives us a Superman we can believe in and relate to. And it sets the stage for a DC universe that starts with hope, not trauma. If you felt the same way after watching Superman 2025, let us know in the comments. And if you still think Smallville holds the crown, no argument here. Maybe we finally have two great Supermen to celebrate. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it helped you make sense of it all. Truth, justice, and a better reboot. See you next time.